Hello and welcome to USA This Week. I'm your host Ferry Bagam. Every week in this show, we bring to you news, events and happenings of USA. So without any delays, let's start with the top story of the week. In 1984, an organization called Asian American Council was created for Asian Americans in New York so they can voice their concerns on issues involving police relations and also to educate community about police procedures and policies. Recently, Asian American Council had celebrated their 29th anniversary in Flushing, New York.
Fallen emergency service officers and emergency service personnel.
In recent US elections, Nassau County has re-elected Edward Mangano as their Nassau County executive. To celebrate his victory, an event was organized in Hicksville, New York. Let's see what do Nassau County residents have to say about re-election of Ed Mangano as the county executive.
Thank you so much for coming to celebrate the victory for the county executive with us. It's a really good way to say thank you to our county executive. Before we start our program today, as everybody knows that it's a Veterans Day, so I would request all of you to please stand up and have a moment of silence for our veterans and especially to our police officer who was passed away at line of duty.
We all celebrated Deepavali, the festival of lights, couple of days before November 5th, the day of election. Deepavali is the celebration of victory. We celebrated in advance because we knew our victory was in hand. We were that confident our Deepavali could not be better than this. My very warm, heartiest congratulations to true friend of our communities, to the hope of 1.3 million residents of Nassau County. Please join me with thunderous round of applause congratulating our county executive Ed Mangano.
Thank all of you. Everyone that paused to take Bobby Kumar's advice and call your friends and your relatives and ask them to come out and vote. Because with the wide margin of victory, that's the reason. Thank you so much. They are gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful.
It is very cold in New York City, so what can be better than a hot cup of coffee? I'll go enjoy my coffee and you stop right here for a short break, but don't go too far. In India, tanga and rickshaw rides are very common and very cheap, but you'll be amazed to know that in New York City, horse carriage and pedicab rides are known as luxury ride because they are way more expensive than yellow cabs and taxis in New York City. So let's take you to Central Park and see how New Yorkers and tourists enjoy the beauty of Central Park in horse carriage and pedicab rides. Horse carriage and pedicab rides are usually for poor people in India who cannot afford taxis. But you'll be amazed to know that in Central Park, New York, horse carriage and rickshaw rides are a luxury ride which costs a lot more than yellow cab and taxi rides. But people often come over here and enjoy the Central Park on these horse carriage and pedicab rides. So let's take you to a ride of Central Park on horse carriage and pedicab, and let's see how the tourists and New Yorkers enjoy the luxury ride. I see people are really enjoying the horse carriage ride. How are you guys? So how is a big change in weather? Florida is nice and warm and today it's very cold in New York.
It is indeed. We're missing the sun, but you can't help but love New York.
What inspired you to enjoy this horse carriage ride?
How else can you enjoy Central Park but on a horse carriage ride?
We see this very beautiful couple enjoying the horse carriage ride in Central Park. Hello sir, hello ma'am, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Where are you from?
Long Island, New York.
Long Island, New York, so not too far.
Not too far, but this is our first carriage ride in Central Park.
It is.
And
How long have you been in New York?
All my life.
All your life, and this is the first time you're coming to Manhattan for this ride?
For this ride, yes. And it's for her birthday.
How long you have been in Central Park with your horse carriage ride?
Like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
And how much is it for per ride for the Central Park? It's $50 for first 20 minutes. Quite expensive, no?
I don't think so.
Okay, so tell me, for how do you take care of your horses? I see you have a very healthy horse over here. How do you take care of this nice gentleman?
In this stable, a lot of guys working for them. I mean, they take care of them really well. We get the license from the city. Yeah, they have like a couple exams. If you pass these exams, you're able to get the license and then training couple months and then you can start to drive the horse. Yeah.
Indians are very fond of hot and spicy street food the way we would get in India. We went to Hillside Avenue and we found a place that serves the best Amritsari kulchas just the way we would get it in Punjab. So let's take you to that restaurant and try out the Amritsari kulchas and see why people like the kulchas in Surya Sweets. We have now sneaked in the kitchen of Surya Sweets to see how they prepare their famous Amritsari kulchas. Right there. Now it's time for me to try it out. Mouth-watering kulchas and chickpeas are ready for us to try it out. And let's see, I really can't wait to try it out because right now I'm really missing Amritsar Golden Temple Harmandir Sahib. In Golden Temple, out of the streets, everywhere you go, you'll find street vendors selling kulchas and little and big restaurants selling chickpeas yani chole with kulchas. So let's try it out now. We have a lot more news and happenings in USA this week's episode, but we're gonna stop here for a very short break. We'll be right back. Recently, Baba Makhan Shah Lumhana Sikh Center located in Richmond Hill, New York celebrated the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the first Sikh Guru and the founder of Sikhism. There were various floats and activities in this Sikh Day parade and it was attended by many Sikhs. So let's take you to Richmond Hill, New York. Master Mahinder ji, you have been associated with Baba Makhan Shah Lumhana Sikh Center from a long time, and today you guys are celebrating Guru Nanak Dev Ji's birth anniversary. How does it feel?
I feel very great, and I think this is the most important function of the Sikh religion when we celebrate the birthday of the Guru Nanak Dev Ji. the purpose of this parade or this Nagar Kirtan is to tell the other people that what are the teachings of the Guru Nanak Sahib Ji.
After 12 years, New York City has a new mayor. The journey of Michael Bloomberg as New York City mayor has ended, and now Bill de Blasio has been elected as the new mayor. Very big victory, but challenges are even bigger. Let's see what New Yorkers have to say about this new mayor, Bill de Blasio. What are your expectations from Bill de Blasio?
I don't know, that he just, make the city better, traffic, education system. There's a lot of schools that doesn't do good in the city, so I hope that, education becomes a high priority for him, and,
Well, I hope he don't raise the cost of living like the previous mayor was doing every year, because he used to, raise the cost of living every year. Like, every year your rent goes up, and everything that you buy, like little stuff, coffee and stuff like that, it goes up every year. I hope his inflations don't go too up.
That's it for this week's episode. We're gonna meet you again next week with some more news, events and happenings of USA. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Goodbye and keep smiling.